Folks, welcome back into the Vegas Town Channel. We're here in the town of Old Henderson, as it's known. Or as some locals actually call it, Hendertucky. That's not my name. But look at all that cactus. Wow. That is a lot of cactus. But this is Old Henderson here. It looks nothing, of course, like there's a pontoon boat there in the roadway. Nothing like New Henderson or Green Valley, etc. It's really interesting to see the dichotomy between the two parts of Henderson here. And Henderson's actually a very, very large town in terms of surface area, land area. It's massive. Come up here to Arthur Avenue. If you get caught between the moon and New York City, the best that you can do is fall in love. So this is Albany Way here in front of us. Alright, so we're going to loop around. Very, very bright. Very, very bright day here. And hot. Alright, GPS is going nuts now. Okay, there we go. Okay, Albany Way. But we're just east of the intersection of 215 Beltway and Interstate 11/US 95. Just to the east of that. So we passed Buchanan once more. Shout out to my good buddy, Mr. Buchanan. Had him for a boss for a while. Really, really cool guy. I don't know if he watches my videos, but definitely want to give him a shout out. Also, shout out to member Tobin. Tobin's one of the pillars of our community. And shout out to our members. Thank you guys so very, very much for being members. If you're not a member already, please consider joining. We have some awesome perks. Check those out in the more section of our channel on YouTube. We also have the early access to new videos that are scheduled to be released in the future, but you get first access to them as a member. Hawaiian Airlines, it looks like over there, just looping around. Over off to the left. I don't think it's in the frame anymore. We have a little railroad track spur that's over here off to our right. It kind of separates these two portions of Henderson, north and south of Old Henderson, if you will. Burkholder Park right there in front of us. Got some, I don't know what's happening there. See more of the Helms here. Yeah, it's a really, really warm day. Car reads 118 degrees, you guys. That's whew. Very warm day. Store your stuff, it says over there. And then when you don't pay your bill, we'll have an auction and we'll get some money that way. Unless we find something valuable in there ourselves, and we'll keep that for ourselves. That's the thing about storage units, right? Most people just kind of, it's like out of sight, out of mind. And so once you put in a storage place somewhere, so look at the backs of these homes now that we just looked at. Out of sight, out of mind. It's like you tend to forget that it's there. And then sometimes people just stop paying the bills. They're like, all right, you get rid of it. I don't want to deal with that anymore. Yep, that is Hawaiian Airlines up there. Way up there. Oh, I can't try and do that. $4.19 a gallon there for regular leaded. So that Hawaiian Airlines is probably coming in from Honolulu would be my guess. We'll pause it here. All right, it looks like we're about to get the green light here. So again, Van Wagenen and Lake Mead Parkway, you can kind of take Van Wagenen to avoid the downtown area here if you so choose to do so. Instead of going over there to Boulder Highway and stuff, it tends to be a little bit faster that way. But the east side of town is directly in front of us out there in the distance. We're sitting up at elevation a little bit here. Not that that helps in terms of the temperature, because it doesn't. So get the green light here at Lake Mead Parkway, not to be confused with Lake Mead Boulevard, which is on the north side of town. So if you look at it on a map, Lake Mead B comes before Lake Mead P on top. B before P. But Lake Mead Parkway ends right here at the 215, so it doesn't go across the other side of town like Lake Mead Boulevard does either. So we're going to go on the 215 for a moment here. And we're going to actually, I think we're going to get in this lane. Is it 215 West? As we come up here to Eastgate Road, there's actually some auto dealerships up here, off to the right. I wonder if that's legal. The tires on that truck right in front of him, they can't stick out past a certain measurement from the chassis of the vehicle. Plus, you're going to be using a lot of gas too, right? Your fuel. You got more surface area in contact with the ground. You're going to have more tire to push and all that. So this used to be one of the station casinos, Fiesta Henderson, but it's gone now too. Only the parking garage structure remains right there, and that's it. Fiesta is gone. So they did this with a lot of the COVID, after COVID. A lot of it. Really kind of sad. A lot of locals really, really loved a lot of these big station casinos that had like bowling alleys and movie theaters and all these amenities in them and stuff. This is one of the problems right here. You have all this traffic trying to merge, and they take you from 2 lanes down to 1. It becomes a bottleneck right here. And then you have the traffic coming in. So this is the beginning here of the 215 Beltway. And then they put up this beautiful wall right here, concrete barriers on our right to keep us from trying to merge, I guess, too soon or something. Get everyone up to speed before we merge with them. I'm not quite sure, but this section of the entire thing is called the Bruce Woodbury Beltway, the 215 here. Go ahead. Oh, try to get over. Man, this is going to take us up here to Stephanie, I think. But this encircles the entire valley here. So it's good if you live on the periphery of town and you need to go into town for some reason. It's good to use. That lime green Charger just floored it. You can see the times on the message board up there. Eastern Avenue, 4 minutes away. Come up here to Stephanie. Stephanie's a major north-south artery here in the city of Henderson. Very heavily traveled routes. We're going to go south on Stephanie. And you have an RC Willey over here as well as a Winco, Lamps Plus, a Wendy's. So RC Willey's like a home furnishings type of store. They have a lot of cool stuff in there too. They have like arcade games too. You can get those. That's pretty cool. Get like Pac-Man in your house. Like the old 80s stand-up kind of stuff. I'd love to do that myself, but my sons would probably destroy it at this point. We'll pause it for a moment. You ever get that hot heat? Of course, hot heat. It's so hot that when you're sitting at a red light, it's like the AC just can't keep up. That's what today feels like. So this is one of the quirks that they have here. When you get off at an interchange here in Vegas, you make the left and immediately hit the red light for the other directions exit lane that's turning left. So, not very efficient, in my humble opinion. As we continue now southbound on Stephanie here. I'm going to take a look at New Henderson now. If you've been watching the videos of Old Henderson, let's take a look at some of the homes here in New Henderson. See just how different things are on the other side of the interstate. That's Interstate 11/US 95/US 93. Come down here to Horizon Ridge Parkway. Definitely looks a lot different than what you see over on the other side. Definitely on the east side of town too, East Las Vegas. Bella Terra Luxury Apartments right there. Is that beautiful earth? Something. I want to thank you guys also very, very much for being here. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. It really helps recommend us to other viewers, and it absolutely helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. The almighty algorithm is what really carries the weight of your voice to other folks, so please help us out there. And also check out our merch. We have some awesome gear, maybe something for yourself, your significant other. And please check out my wife's brand new channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter, dealing with astrology and spirituality. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it is the journey, where what happens in Vegas stays right here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube. We're so very grateful for all of you. Thank you so much, you guys. We'll see you on the next one.